Hi, so for the next step, I have already opened the windows for you so that we can stop and quickly start our services. So from bottom to top, we will write stop manage WebLogic server and reports. So this is our at bottom because we was started it at last, so we stop it first, press enter. This will ask our username and password because we didn't set it yet into our security folder. We will do that in our next steps, but for configuration and for your understanding purpose I set it as a default. Okay, here we put our WebLogic username, WebLogic password. Okay, so you can see here these services are going to stop now and successfully stopped. So let's go to another window, that is our forms. So we will write here, let's make CLS stop manage server and WLS forms. So this step will again ask for our WebLogic username and WebLogic password, and we will notice it will down the services here. Okay, so WebLogic. So for third, we will stop our WebLogic. Stop WebLogic.cmd, press enter. So this will stop our WebLogic server. And at the outmost, we will stop our node manager that was running. Okay, here again, username and password needs to enter. Okay, clear the screen. So you can see here it stop again. It has stopped. And the last one is our node manager. So we will stop our node manager. So you can see it's stop now. So now we will start each again. So I will write start node manager.cmd in the same window. These are basically restarting our services. So we will do in a handsome way, which is recommended by Oracle. That is from cmd command permit. Okay, the next is start weblogic.cmd. It will ask our WebLogic username password because we didn't set it into security folder yet, but we will do that in our next step. I just for your understanding purpose I have not set it yet, but you can set it first for avoiding the consistently enter the username and password of your WebLogic. So this will take some time, and in our next step we will start our forms. server state must be showing as running, so that is the symbol of running server. That is the sign of running server. Minimize these windows. Okay, so you can see server state change to running, and the next is our start managed WebLogic server, and we will write in capital words WLS forms. Again, it will ask for the username and password because we haven't set it yet for our understanding. This will also show the server state change to running. Then we will move to next. It will again take some time. That's why I open the video, open the windows of these services, so it may not take long in video. So you can see server state change to running. Okay, let's minimize this and start our last service, that is manage server and WLS reports, WLS reports. Okay, press enter. Put the username and password of WebLogic. We can check it our enterprise manager. By restarting service, we have to relogin it into that. Okay. So our fourth window is still on resuming, and then it will run. Server state change to resume, and it's running now. So we can see it here on our enterprise manager console. You can see one is down because need to update. Okay, so our 3 server is running successfully. So last step is the most important. So we have to now start our let me clear the screen. So we have to start our component, that is OHS 1, and we will write a command store u capital user config here. So this is just a one-time task. You have to put that because we have configure our setting for OHS update in our previous 2 or 3 steps. So you can see my video for that step, but here we will must write that store user config. So here it will ask the password that we was set during our node manager configuration in last step. So For my convenience, I was set it the same as my WebLogic password. You can change it on your production server. Okay, this is asking please enter node manager password. I will enter it here. Okay, so it's starting now. So you can see it successfully started server OHS 1. So for confirmation, we can also go to our enterprise manager and simply HTTP server and OHS 1. Once we click that, we will show that our server is in running form with the user configurations, with all user configuration we have configured so far. So this is the store user config is a one time step. We will not do that in again. We will only choose the start component to HS1 once we need to start again it. Okay, let's do our next step in our next video.